did it also.
Right.
Yes, I think so.
Okay then. 2.
2. What's your favorite game to play? Football, without thinking. Football.
I thought you were
my
going to say
favorite.
video games. I don't know why.
No. I'm not involved in those things. Like I hate to play video games. It's waste of time. But when I play, yes, football, video games. I do not play football like play on laptop or PlayStation. I hate that. I want to play a game on the real life, in the real life.
So you prefer to play football, but I know you play video games. Or are they called something else?
It's just no. It's like a 1 or 2 day. Like with my friends, they insist to play this game with them. So I download the game just like for 1 or 2 hours. After that, I delete it. So I dislike to play video games, but I really adore playing football. Really, I can't live without playing football. I do not I can't say any more about football. I love football.
Right. So if you had to choose, it would be football. And what is your favorite position?
And nothing else. Striker.
Sorry?
Like striker, which is the winger, whatever.
On the wing.
In the
on
wing.
The side, no?
Yeah, not the side. In the we have ST, which means striker, or CF, whatever.
And what is the aim of that person on the wing? To pass the ball to everybody else?
No, to score, to open, to probably give passes and to score. The main purpose of that wing is to score.
So, do you have
the defense? You mean, or
no? It's not RB.
Defense.
It's like we have RB, CB, which is like defender, and no, it's not in the defense. It's like forward. Right.
So you have the
like
people
Neymar,
at the front.
Messi.
To shoot, yeah, to shoot.
Yeah, in front, like Neymar, if you know Neymar positions,
But for example, Cristiano Ronaldo, what is he?
Yes.
Cristiano Ronaldo, what is he?
Like Cristiano Ronaldo, before he was a winger, he was playing in the wing, but with time now he's playing in the Benzema's ST in the forward, in the box.
In the front. So it depends on the trainer. They think he's better in one
front.
place than the other. So you like to be quick and to score a goal.
The age.
Do you have to defend, or that's not
also
your job?
On the age. Yes. All the team had to defend, and different. You have to go after the ball all the time. If you are a striker, defender, the middle, it doesn't matter. All of the team had to defend.
Right. So you have to work together as a team, and if it's necessary, you defend. You move back together.
It's necessary, yeah, because the other team will do the same. Otherwise, we will lose the game.
Oh, and we couldn't do that, could we? We can't lose the game. Otherwise, Yahea will have an attack, a stress attack. Linda, have you ever played football when you were a child?
Maybe at school, but it wasn't my favorite game. I didn't like this. I think that it's not for girls.
Oh, I don't know. Don't say that to my students, because my students have a girls football team. So they are quick, they are skilled, and they come in their football kit to my classes, and they have a league. So it's not your cup of tea, but you can't say it's not for them because they really like.
No, it's not.
Right then. So now, Linda, instead of going back to the wheel, because it says we've done everything, you can have number 6.
Okay. Favorite cereal? Um, I don't really have a favorite cereal. I can eat anything.
No, but I think this may be more European because the Europeans have cereals for breakfast, no? Like the very sugary ones in a packet. For example, I have oats, which are supposed to be healthy, but children have these sugary creations all in a packet. So maybe that's where this question comes from. Because other countries, they prefer to have toast or fruit or yogurt, so they don't really have these cereals, no? Right. Number 7.
We have this cereal.
The silly ones, no?
Like we
they are very sugary.
We don't use it all the time. Yeah, we don't prefer to like eat a bit. We have butter, milk, eggs, and
you prefer healthier breakfasts
and oil. Yes, we eat breakfast all the time. This breakfast all the time. Yeah.
I remember when I was in Istanbul. They gave a breakfast. It was like more like lunch. So I used to have a breakfast about 11 o'clock. And then I never used to eat till about 5 o'clock in the afternoon because it was so delicious with a lot of variety of things, no? And everything had cheese. I don't know if it was because where I was, everything had cheese and it was so delicious. But we didn't have cereal, all different things. Potatoes, eggs, cheese, olives. I can't remember. It was just a big tray of things, not to choose from, which is healthier and it gives you a good start to the day. Right, number 7, Yahea.
Yes.
Healthier and more expensive, whatever. What was the number of question?
7.
7. What's the smallest space that you can make? Can I change the question?
Can you skip it?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Just do it.
I do not know. I don't have probably this. I do not know.
With your eyebrows.
Probably this.
Is that silly or ugly?
Probably.
Okay, Linda, we'll let him off so he doesn't get too embarrassed. And the last question for today, Linda, number 9.
What was the best holiday you ever had? The best holiday I ever had was in Lisbon, Portugal. I really enjoyed this city and it was the best one for me.
It's a place I haven't been. I haven't been to Lisbon.
Yeah,
I heard it's very cultural, a lot of things to do and see. Am I getting confused? Does it have a tram that goes up and down?
Absolutely.
Is it
yes, there is the tram.
Right, it has a tram.
Yes, no? Yes, there is the castle. There is an old castle. There is the Bilam Tower that it was to visit and to see, and it's a fantastic city. I liked it.
So what did you like about it? The food, the weather, the sightseeing?
Yes, yes.
Right. I've heard a lot of people say it's very nice. Continue.
Sorry?
I said, have you been Spain, especially Granada, like Sevilla, those places?
Have you visited Spain, Linda?
Yes, Barcelona. I visited Barcelona. I liked it, but I prefer Lisbon to Barcelona. I don't know why. Maybe because in Barcelona everything is new. Seems to me to be new. But I like when I can visit the older sites and so on. So maybe, yeah. And because Lisbon is very old city, and I really like these places.
So it's got a lot of history.
Yeah.
I have been to Barcelona about 5 times, and I don't know, I don't like big cities. Big cities, you can do sightseeing, you can see the architecture and some special things, no? But I prefer smaller places where you can walk around, wander around, and you can see the atmosphere there, no?
Yes, yes.
So I went to Madrid as well, and I didn't really, it's a place to go because it's a capital city, no? But it's not a place I would choose to visit, no?
Yes.
All these places, Yahea has the future to visit.
Yeah.
When you get older.
Yeah.
Something to look forward to. You can make a list of objectives, which are the best ones. For example, in Spain, if I had to choose one city, I would choose Seville. If I had to choose one above everything. And then also I liked Cordoba. It's very small. And Granada has one thing that I like, which is the Alhambra, which is the palace there. But the other things, it didn't say anything. So it depends what you like and what you want, no? But Seville for me had a bit of everything.
This is my first place that I want to visit.
Which one? Which place?
Cordoba, the palace.
But it's very small. I went in the evening. It was and now it's half church. And I went in the
I suppose was it's two palace, right?
I don't know. When I went, there's a mosque. It was a mosque, and then it got converted into a church, and now you have both parts. And I went in the evening, and there was a spectacular exhibition of light and music, so you could walk around with this special effects. And then in the day, I went to see it at 8 o'clock in the morning. So it's got.
I read in the books about those palaces. It was two. I'm definitely sure. Like Zahra and the Zahra, this is the name in Arabic. So probably in different places, probably, but like I'm definitely sure in the same place. It's close to each other a lot because I saw a series about them.
But they have different parts in Cordoba. They have the Jewish part. They have the Muslim part.
I do not know now about Cordoba. Like I do not know about that now, but in the past, like I know what happened, but because of that, I want to visit. Like I want to see what they did in the past. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I went with
really adore to, like, I'm looking forward to visit those places.
Yeah. I went with my Russian friend there, and it was pouring down with rain. And we had on our raincoats and everything, but we still enjoyed it. Walking around, seeing everything, and the food is fantastic. So it depends what you want to see. Well, guys, thank you for coming and having the conversation.
I just want to remember.
You want to remember what? The history.
I want the history, yes, because I read about it a lot. So I want to really see this history. So
it's an expression. You want to relive the history of Cordoba. So
exactly.
I hope they haven't destroyed everything. Sometimes you can be disappointed.
They destroyed a lot of things.
Yes, but this is things that happen, no?
Exactly,
because people don't have the time or the money to keep things going. So you want to relive as much as possible the history that you have read about.
Exactly. So I also want to be big enough to visit my my country, there is a lot of like beautiful place to visit, to see, but you know, I can't.
Yeah.
So
yes,
nothing I can do.
yes.
So the three
Your
of us,
country
I
has
think,
very nice cities, old cities.
I think the three of us like traveling. No?
Yes.
In the
Traveling is the
sense
best
of
thing.
one has the illusion of doing it, and we have done some of it, so we can motivate our young friend to inspire to do it in the future. This is what I miss now, traveling.
Yes.
Anyway, we won't get taken away. So guys, thanks for coming to see me today, and thanks for sharing everything.
I thank you.
Okay.
Thank you
Nice
so
to see
much.
you.